Those were the highlights of the trophy final in London, where Kenya defeated Wales 33-19 in a very big game for Kenya, and also helping Kenya surpass the 100-point mark. It is the touchline here on Y254 on this beautiful Saturday afternoon, a day that we are seeing many things happen, and also it is a day that the circuit is coming to an end in Paris 7, and Kenya has already lost their first game to New Zealand 24-5. How could that have happened? Joining me here right now is Mwalimu Kombo, the RFC chair of Comras. Mwalimu, yes. Karibu sana.
Zema bwana.
Siku mingi?
Yeah, sure.
Ama shule ndio imekuweka sana?
Shughuli, coaching kidogo. Yeah,
uandishi
wa vitabu.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Kenya losing 24-5 to New Zealand in Group A of the Paris 7. What might have happened? Because we went to London and we finished on a high.
Yeah, sure.
But we are starting maybe on a low when it comes to Paris 7s.
Yeah, the way when I watch the game, you find that there were quite a lot of the mistakes, and the mistake that was done by the Kenyan team, you find that the New Zealand team capitalized on it, and you find that in sevens, if you make mistake and the other team get carrying the ball, you definitely get punished, and that's how Kenyan got punished in this game. It was disastrous, but okay, don't look at it also. When you look at the players also who traveled, you find that the experienced players, they were not able to play. We have players like Dennis, Samuel Yech, this one who has been so much consistent with the team.
Yes.
You have Oscar Ouma, who captained when Oscar Oyodi was injured.
Yes.
You find that he wasn't able to travel. Dan Scooter, a man who has been very strong, also in the team, was not able to travel. And only leaving in Jera, the most experienced player in the pitch. You find that there's lack of coordination and those mistakes. New Zealand were more stronger than the Kenyan team.
Yeah, the circuit is coming to an end in this weekend with the Paris 7s, but generally when you look at the whole series, when it started back in November from the Dubai going to the Cape 7, Hong Kong and all that, what has impressed you with the Kenyan team so far?
Immediately they went down to South Africa and they lost. They only got 3 points. So from there the team changed drastically, and find that now they started being among the being in the cup, playing all their matches in the cup.
Yes.
Cup quarters. You find that that was a very big achievement, unlike what they did in South Africa and Dubai.
Yeah.
So the team, there was more of teamwork, there's more of cohesion, and also in the team, you find that now where the mistake, I think they went on and corrected their mistake. They used to have a problem with the breakdowns, and they went on to improve on the breakdowns, and also the experience in coming of Injera, and also Injera hitting being at the top again.
Yes.
You find that it also paid. It has paid a lot to the way the team was playing, and also Samuel Yech having played the previous years, and I think now also maturing and getting well with the team also. Yeah.
And when we have had many international coaches coming to Kenya, we've had Paul True coming and all that. We had the US 7s coach also coming to coach Kenya.
Yeah.
But this is the second year, and this is the first series where we have had a full-time Kenyan coach in Innocent Simiyu.
Yeah.
Could you go ahead? What I'm going to ask is our style of play.
Yeah.
Is it now Kenyan style of play, and you as a coach who has been seeing it, who has been analyzing it and saying we are maturing in the style of play of the Kenyan system?
Yeah, to some extent, you find that the same players who are playing now, they're under Mike Friday.
Yes.
Yeah, we have not had an overhaul of all the players. But look, Oscar Ouma, Injera, Umbachi, these are the players who are there during the Mike Friday.
Yes.
And these are the players the Mike Friday identified and brought them up to play rugby, and they were playing good rugby. So I think what has played also is the experience of this team. At times they get used, and that bonding also of having played together for some time. And also, side we can also give credit to the coach, but find that the assistant coach also Webster is there, who is doing a great job also. Also coming up with the new team manager, Eric Ongweno. Find that they're also doing a great job. So that bondness and playing together for some time, it has paid off, and as they progress now, you find that they also change their style of play, and to some extent also the other team also discovered, and they capitalized on it. Like what happened in Hong Kong. people knew that, even the fans knew that Kenya had an upper hand winning against Fiji. But you find that that experience went on and it costed them. They went on, make some silly mistake. Ayo was given a yellow card. Also Injera also was given a yellow card. 2 players on the bench. Ambaka. You find that 2 experienced players, Ambaka and Injera, being out of the finals. So that's something you cannot accept as a coach. You prepare them mentally. You prepare your players well. This is a mental game. Final is a mental game. You're not players are not subjected to make mistakes, and actually that's what cost us having. We could have won at least one of the circuits, and that Hong Kong was a Kenyan Cup.
It was ours to lose.
It was ours to lose, sure.
You are still watching the touchline here on Y254. Maxwell Wasika stepped out. He'll be back for the fan zone where we'll be discussing chances of teams winning the World Cup. According to GlaxoSmithKline's scientific company, they said that England has 4% of winning the World Cup. Can that be true? Ian Waga, Maxwell Wasika, Webster Mwangi, and myself will be here to discuss all that. But we are still discussing with Mwalimu Kombo on everything about rugby. The Paris Sevens is still happening in Paris, and Kenya is in Group A alongside Fiji, Samoa. We lost the first game to New Zealand, but we'll be playing at 2:46, 14 minutes to 3. We'll be playing Kenya versus Fiji, and then 18 minutes to 8 will be Kenya versus Samoa. Mwalimu, in this Kenyan team so far, we have seen young players come in and they have got into that team. Have they impressed you? Players like Nelson Ayo, this will be like his 3rd time he's getting into the series. Players like Jeff Oluoch, who scored his 15th try. How have they joined the team? Are they enjoying themselves? Are they good enough to be in this team now?
When you look at Kenyan players, you find that these are the players who play together, especially in the local league. And these players know each other. You see, it's like these are not foreign players who are coming from different countries and being brought together to play. But you see now, these are the players who are operating the same camp, who are traveling together. So it's easy for the coach to coordinate, because most of the time these players are together. They are also with the coach together. So it's very easy to coordinate. And actually, when you look at the young players who've come up, we haven't experienced any stage fright in them. They have played nice rugby, and you find that tells us there are more talents in the Kenyan rugby. And if a player is called upon to step up, especially in the 7 rugby, you'll be able to perform. Actually, Kenya, you can say Kenya is a 7th rugby playing nation. Unlike the 15th side.
Because we are ever in the top 10 of the rankings, even though we dropped one place to the 7th position, we are still doing that. Mwalimu, I cannot let you go without talking about the retirement of Humphrey Kayange, who retired. What are your remarks? What are your thoughts when it comes to Humphrey Kayange retiring from the game? What impact did he have for the Kenyan team and rugby?
Humphrey Kayange is a big player, and so Humphrey Kayange is a big name, and you find that he's also inspired his young brother Injera. And also we have Mike also, who is coming up, who plays for Mwamba, Angevi. So you find that as he leaves the rugby profession, he has left a mark in the Kenyan rugby, because he's a guy who captained the Kenyan team. And you find that this during the Mike Friday, he was among the top guy, and he was called tall. And finally, he was the one who contributed a lot towards Kenya making it to the top 5 during Mike Friday's time. So I hope he's not going away, but he's coming to give back now to the rugby properly, whereby he can take over coach, and maybe in future also want to see him taking the 7th team back to winning quite a number of series, as what happened to Fiji, who came up and now they're doing well. South Africa, who are also doing well, winning some of the IRB series. So we give him credit. I used to walk up very early to watch him play in Hong Kong, Singapore. And because we knew the Kenyan was winning, and we are proud of him, we're really proud of him as he leaves the rugby profession today.
And Mwalimu, another development that has happened was the East African School Games being accepted into the International Secondary School Games. And you, as a development coach, because you deal with these students day in, day out, when it comes to rugby training and all that, how is that for you as the secondary school people, and for you yourself, when they say that now you are joining the International Secondary School Games?
I think this is something very good, and we need to congratulate the officials of KSSS, Kenya Secondary School Sport Association, for what they have done. The like of Ngugi, David Ngugi, Orero, and Mbudia. You find they have done a great job. Especially David Ngugi, who's gone out, he talked to the East African counterpart. He also went to East Africa, and now from Africa they have moved on to national. This is a good exposure for the young guys, because these are young guys who've been playing rugby. They have been waiting to be called for the national team, so they can be able to go and play. But here, someone who is traveling to go and play at the World School Championship. I think this is something good, and also you find that we'll have more guys who will get more exposure rather than competing for the few for the few places in the national team. And you find that when you also look at the national team under 20, how many times do they play in a year? Only once. Where they play in CAR, they go to South Africa for a week tournament, then the year is done. So this, they get an opportunity to play more matches, and it will also be good for them. Exposure, even the coaches also, as they go out, they'll be able to learn more and experience more with the young players.
Mwalimu, now as we are going to play Fiji at 14 minutes to 3 and then Samoa at 8 minutes to 8 to finish our Group A matches, are those matches likely for us to win in the Paris 7 so that we can be a mainstay in the cup quarters?
Yeah, the way I look at it now, I think that it was a mistake to lose against New Zealand, because for me New Zealand looked more likely to win other than the remaining teams. The way I saw Samoa play last weekend against South Africa, you find that they really stretched South Africa, and find that South Africa went all the way to the finals. Now, when you look at the way Fiji is playing now, Fiji wants this cup, and they have won more series, and they cannot stop reaching the finals. And now for them to be there, they have to hit Kenya. They have to hit Kenya with a big margin. But if the boys will compose themselves, they'll be able to come up and win against Fiji. Normally, what Coach Simiyu employed to sometime, there was some they were using a lot of energy. They are a bit physical in terms of their play. But see, now coaches are very keen. They study a team and they look at your strength. And you find that some of the series, the coaches learned the way Kenya was playing, and then they stopped them. Now you find that the balls running balls so fast, they were moving the ball because all the breakdowns Kenyans were winning, so they were avoiding that one, and you find that that's where now we lost. So we also need to be versatile in terms of our mode of play. So if the coach will be able to talk to his boys and hopefully have started Fiji, you'll be able to come up with something. But win against Fiji, but I know it's a bit hectic to win against Fiji, because when you look at Jerry Tuai, is on top form, the captain. When you look at Rock Nasoka, 125 tries for Fiji. They really want to be in the finals and win the overall trophy.
It's a tall order.
Yeah, it's a tall order.
From here, where are you going? Back to school? Are you preparing for any games, the East African school games? Yeah,
we now in the qualification stage now in Nairobi, and we're playing next weekend at Lenana for qualification. You remember, I'm the East African champion. I won last year, East African 7 in Gulu, Uganda. And it starts now, the next week now, to move all the way to defense. It's not going to be easy. You know, being a champion, everybody wants to play against you. Everybody wants to win against you. So, but we are preparing, and the boys are set to go. So we'll be able to be there next weekend. Then if all goes well, as what they have said, we win in Uganda, and also we cross over to Rio de Janeiro for the World School Championship.
Thank you, Mwalimu, for coming.
Yeah, sure.
That is Mwalimu Komras of Komras RFC with us here discussing the Paris 7, the Kenya circuit, how they have been performing in the series so far this season. Their last game today will be at 8 minutes to 8, where Kenya will be playing Samoa, but at 14 minutes to 3, Kenya will be playing Fiji, and those are their 3 matches in Group A of the Paris 7. Can they make it to the cup quarters? Because they have been doing that and they have made us proud. We'll be breaking with the Sport Pesa Cup highlights. We just aired a teaser on the sports pages. Now it's the full highlights plus interviews of Dylan Keras. They are heading into that final against Simba, but it also back-to-back with the 2014 World Cup final, where Germany won 1-0 against Argentina. You remember that Mario Götze goal? Well, it is a goal that we are going to highlight as we discuss in the fan zone chances of which teams to win the World Cup and also make it to the group stage. Only Senegal has a 45% chance in the African teams there to make it to the knockout stages of the World Cup. We'll be right back on the touchline here. I'm Robert Osoro.